Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. We're going to be taking a look at the normal raid, Eden's Promise Umbra. This is going to be the 9th of the Eden raids, and in here you'll be going against a version of the Cloud of Darkness. When the fight begins, Cloud of Darkness will cast Ground Raising Particle Beam. This is going to do party-wide damage that will need to be healed through. Afterwards, she'll begin to cast the Art of Darkness, and one of her 2 tentacles will begin to glow. You'll need to move to the opposite side of the glowing tentacle, as that side of the platform will be hit with a large AoE. She'll follow this up with Wide Angle Particle Beam, causing a large cone AoE, so you'll just need to move out of this AoE quickly. She'll follow this up with Zero Form Particle Beam, which is going to be a tank buster that does a large line AoE, so make sure you're moving away from the rest of the group. Before going to the center of the platform and casting Empty Plane, this will transform the platform. In this new area, she'll cast Flood of Emptiness, which will mark several platforms that will fall away, and then the center platform will be a death zone. If you move into it, it will immediately kill you. During this phase, while you are standing on the platforms, they will change colors, going from gold to purple, so you'll want to transition in between them. Each time they begin to get a purple border around them, then you'll transition to a different platform to avoid it falling. During this phase, she will also cast Ground Raising Particle Beam for party-wide damage, along with the Art of Darkness, so you'll move to the side of the platform that the glowing tentacle is not on. She'll then cast Obscure Woods, which is going to change the platform one more time. She'll start off with Flood of Obscurity, which is going to do a party-wide knockback, along with several circular AoEs that you want to avoid being pushed into. After this, these AoEs will turn into plants and tether to each individual person. You'll want to move close to the plant that has your tether until it turns into a spiky chain. After that, you'll want to move as far away from it as you can to break the chain. After this, she'll cast the Art of Darkness, before going back to the center of the platform, summoning gold tethers from behind her, and beginning to cast Wide Angle Particle Beam. You'll want to move as close as you can to the side that she is tethered to, because that is the side that she will be pulled towards, and then the Wide Angle Particle Beam will launch a AoE directly from that location. After this, she'll go back to the center of the platform and have purple tethers that will tether her to 2 different walls as she casts Rejuvenating Balm. This is going to summon large circular AoEs from those sides of the platform, and she'll follow this up with Deluge of Darkness, which will do party-wide damage, and transition the platform back to phase 1. She'll start off with a Zero Form Particle Beam Tank Buster, followed by Particle Concentration. This is going to put 4 AoEs on the platform that at least one party member will need to be standing in each of them to avoid them causing party-wide damage. As this mechanic is resolving, she'll cast the Art of Darkness, doing an AoE on one side of the platform depending on which side of her tendril is growing, so you'll want to reposition quickly after this AoE hits. She'll then go to the center of the platform, casting Empty Plane, transitioning back into phase 2. She'll cast the Flood of Emptiness, causing several platforms to fall away and the middle one becoming very dangerous. This time she'll cast Hypercharged Condensation, which will summon 2 hypercharged clouds onto the platform that will need to be destroyed before they are able to reach her. You'll want to be standing in between her and these clouds, as it slows the movement of the clouds tremendously, giving you more time to kill them. Remember to be moving in between the platforms during the entire time so that none of the platforms fall away. She'll then cast Summon, which will bring 2 adds onto the platform that will do line AoEs on the outside of the platform, while she does a circular AoE around her. So this will limit the amount of platforms that you have available to move around before casting the Art of Darkness. So you'll want to just reposition to the opposite side, making sure not to run through the middle. She'll follow with a ground raising particle beam for party wide damage. And then casting Obscure Woods to transition back into phase 3. She'll start off again with Flood of Obscurity, causing the party-wide knockback and circular AoEs. You'll again want to get as close to your tether target as possible before then moving away once the chain forms. Move towards the side that she is tethered to when she casts Wide Angle Particle Beam. And then reposition closer to the circular plant AoE whenever she casts Rejuvenating Bomb. This time during the Rejuvenating Bomb, she will also cast the Art of Darkness. So there will be a small zone in front of the circular AoE that you can position yourself in, but the safer location will be towards the side of the circular AoE. She'll follow this up with Deluge of Darkness, causing party-wide damage, and then transitioning back into phase 1. During this phase, she'll start off with the Art of Darkness, so make sure that you're moving to the opposite side. Before doing a ground raising particle beam for party wide damage. And then the Zero Form Particle Beam Tank Buster. And this should be it for Eden's Promise Umbra. I hope this helped everyone out. If it did, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.